Hello, everybody. It is Marie Charles once again. All right, so I wanted to come and tell you guys a little story. I have a store manager who is a friend of mine. Okay, she's been in retail longer than I have. Recently, I went back to see her, and she has a store that was like a $3 million stores. Okay, the company give her 170 hours to take care of that store. That's not including her salary. But take into consideration, okay, the store make $3 million for the year. When you give her 170 hours in 1 week, and you are required to have, for that level of store, you're required to have 2 assistant manager, okay? And if you're one of those stores who has freezer and refrigerator item, you're required to have like a food manager. All right. So you can imagine if you have 2 assistant manager that works 40 hours a week, because they got to be full time, which is like 32 hours and up. So let's say you give each of your assistant manager 36 hours, because keep in mind, those assistant manager have family. Okay. They have bills. And if they are working for you, those are not young people in college or kids who have no, big bills or responsibilities. So those are people with family and big household that needs to, that has rent, light bill, water bill, whatever that needs to be paid. So imagine you have to give those people a certain amount of hours a week, because as a store manager, you have to be fair. And believe me, company done convince people nowadays. People don't quit job, they quit managers. I'm here to tell you, I've had people who really didn't want to leave me, but they needed more money in order to survive. It was either get a second job or find a different job. Okay? So it may very well be the person didn't want to work for the person who took over the store, or after they got hired, they didn't like the person anymore. So that is very possible. But you cannot tell me everybody who quit a job is because of the manager. It just doesn't work, okay? So they are playing into your pride, your sense of pride, so that way you do what needs to be done to keep that person. I was never one of those managers. I took care of my people. I work with my people. I never asked anybody to do anything that I would not have done myself, because that's just the type of person that I am. Okay. It's just like when I'm home, I have my kids. I have a 17-year-old. You're going to clean your room. You're going to clean the kitchen. You're going to sweep and mop the floor. You're going to do all those things, because you make a mess. You should be able to clean it. I make a mess. I should be able to clean it. So that's how I run my store. I don't talk down to people. I don't look down at people. I respect everybody. I trust everybody until you give me that reason. I respect everyone until you disrespect me. Okay? So if you work in retail and then your district manager tell you, or your RVP tell you that, people don't quit company, people don't quit job, they quit manager, and in your heart of heart, you're doing everything that you can for your people, that's not true. Okay, don't take that to heart, because I've had people who is like, oh my God, I'm at the end of my rope. It's so bad. It's this, it's that, it's blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's all sorts of things. All right, I've been there. I bought a house 2 years ago. Okay, and I had a job. The money was okay. Okay. The money for you as a store manager is okay. But I couldn't take it anymore. It was just too much. So, okay, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to just get out of here. You know how bad it is for you to try to refuse a raise for yourself, because you know it's going to take away from your store budget? Because if they give you an extra $30 a week on your salary, that comes out of that payroll. Because regardless of what the company tells you, it doesn't happen. Trust and believe, it does happen. Okay? So you like, oh my God, I don't want a raise, because I know if I take a raise, that's less money that I'm gonna have to run the store. So you rather don't take a raise for you, your own personal raise, because you need the store to have the payroll so you can give it to people. Better yet, you know it's bad when you put in for a vacation and you work a 16-hour shift. It is, a lot of company will tell you, oh, it's against company policy, you're not supposed to do that. It's against the law, you're not supposed to work off the clock. But if I have a $3 million store, you give me 170 hours a week to do it. I don't understand how you're telling me this is against company policy, it's against the law. How the hell did you think I was going to do that? You can't do it. So the whole reason why I keep talking about this, the whole reason why I'm going to continue to talk about this, and if you guys have any question or anything else that I talk about, this is the reason. If you have an idea, you want to try to do something, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The best thing you can do is try. The worst thing you can do is not try. So I couldn't take it anymore. My district manager, he was, honestly, I have no words for him. Maybe in the next video. I have to think about it, try to figure out the best way to describe him and still be a professional and still be a lady. Okay? So if you have an idea, you want to do something about it, please. You can keep your job and still try to work on something that is your own. I'm not saying for everybody to go out there and start their own business or whatever. But I'm telling you, if you have an idea, you think you can make it work, and you're tired of putting in a whole bunch of hours at work to help build somebody else's company, try something. Try it. What do you got to lose? You're already putting in 8 hours a week and you're bringing home $60 a day. So if that, because you may not even bring that much. So what do you got to lose? Give it a try. If you want to do something, you want to, and also keep in mind, if you have a side hustle, try to register it, because a lot of us had side hustle in the past and we didn't register it. And that loan the government is giving, you could have been approved for that loan. You could have got you that loan, but since you never registered your business, you was doing it on the side, you didn't get it. More next. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.